So I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy to have so many of our partners here in this space. And I thought I'd start with a little story real quick. 15 years ago, this idea of dosing the suprachoroidal space was found quite by accident by someone that perhaps many of you know, Dr. Henry Edelhauser out of Emory Medical School in Atlanta. And we're an Atlanta-based company. And long and short, that led to the formation of this company. And so here we are 13 years in, and I think Hank, who passed away unfortunately a few years ago, would be quite gratified to see that we have an entire session at this OIS dedicated to this really novel new space of drug delivery in the eye. So I know he's looking down on this and very pleased, hopefully, with what he sees. All right, so I too have forward-looking statements. We are a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ. And so much has already been said about the benefits of our delivery process, but let me just highlight a couple things here. We've got 13 years worth of experience, as I said, multiple collaborations. We have well over 100 United States and OUS patents. And the most important thing is we have well over 10,000 injections in human beings over the course of many clinical studies, but also with our valued commercial partner, Bausch & Lomb, who's here today. And so we really have learned a tremendous amount. In fact, I think we're probably up over 12,000 human injections around the world. And we have our own internal program. In addition to the collaborations you've heard today, we have our own internal drug programs that I'll highlight just a few. A little bit about our technique that many of you are familiar with. This is a novel patented technique. We have a lot of IP that covers this seemingly simple technique, but it's very actually nuanced. It's been published on, and it's something that we know works. And the other thing I'll stress is that we spend a lot of effort with our partners and our own internal efforts in our studies to train physicians. Physician training is a key element of the success of this procedure. We've known that for many years. I myself have been doing procedure development for about 40 years in my career in this space, and so I can tell you there's nothing more important than when you develop a new procedure and a new delivery system than to train the folks that are going to be doing the procedure. So that's very critical for us. As you heard already, we have the only FDA-approved product, triamcinolone acetonide, that is being sold by Bausch under the trade name of Xipere. We do have potential multiple indications in the space, and we do have a very customized needle that was developed and designed by us together with a syringe system that's a very low glide syringe that is part of our injection process. Here's, again, you've already seen Russ, and I think Steve mentioned some of these pictures, but there is a very interesting way, and Tom explained very well. He took the wind out of my sails, Tom. As a biomedical engineer, I love explaining all the dynamics and the physics in this space, but we are using the eye itself, the physiology of the eye, the biology of the eye, and the geometry of the eye to spread the injectate through the suprachoroidal space to the areas that are necessary, whether it be cancer treatment, drug vector delivery, what have you. And so we've learned over the years how to do this, where to do the injections, and it's a very nuanced technique, as I mentioned. So IP, we actually, from a corporate IP standpoint, we have patents around our delivery system, our drugs that we develop, and actually combinations of drugs, diseases, and delivery systems. So this is part of what makes us very valuable, and we feel like part of why we have so many valued partners over the years. A little bit, you've heard from Aura and Regenix already, but a little bit about our partner portfolio that we carry. I'm not going to repeat what's already been said. except I'll add BioCryst, who I know is here this afternoon as well. We just signed on with BioCryst to deliver their PKI, and we're very excited to start phase 1 studies with them next year. The other 2 studies you've heard already from Steve and Russ, Regenix and AbbVie. And a little bit about our own pipeline that I can tell you about. I'm going to present in a minute some of our phase 2 TKI data on axitinib. We're very excited about that. And as well as we have several molecules under consideration for GA. But Bausch is obviously selling our XIPERE through a license agreement. And we have a license agreement in Asia with Arctic Vision. And I'm excited to announce, in fact, this just became public 2 weeks ago, that Santen Pharmaceuticals will be selling the product for UME in China. So here's some top-line data on our Odyssey study, very exciting study. We went out to 36 weeks. Actually, we've gone beyond that, and we've looked at the standard things that in these sorts of studies, but CST treatment burden, as well as any supplemental treatment. The protocol did require redosing as necessary for our patients. And the overall bottom line here is that you could see that the drug performed very well, positive efficacy data, stable BCVA, stable central thickness. And really, the number that I want to highlight is this reduction in burden by 84% up to 24 weeks. So we're very excited about that. Here's what the patient dosing looked like after 6 months, out to 24 weeks. You can see that we had 67% that held out through a 24-week period, where all of them were fine at 12 weeks. So very excited about that data. And again, in our business, we look at this is one of the key numbers for reimbursement, right? And that's so important. And so we looked at this burden reduction of 84%. You see the number of injections that dropped over the course of the study. As far as AEs, really nothing to speak of. A similar safety profile that we've seen before, and really with our some of our partners. So we're very pleased about that result. And then finally, just to highlight, we consider ourselves the premier suprachoroidal delivery company in the world. We product on the market, excellent safety profiles, very well trusted by our patients and our partners' patients, and we're looking forward to starting a phase 3 study for our CLS-AX candidate next year. Thank you very much.